6. No verdict as of right now from the jury in the Amber Guyger murder trial. This after more than 4 hours behind closed doors this afternoon. The jury is done for the day. They will resume tomorrow morning at 8:30. First thing, they must decide, of course, if former police officer Amber Guyger made a mistake or if she committed murder in the shooting death of Botham Jean. We have team coverage tonight. J.D. Miles and Steve Pickett both on this for us. J.D., let's start with you at the Dallas County Courthouse. What's going on this evening and what should we expect tomorrow?
Doug, the jury had the option to deliberate into the evening, so this could be taken as a sign that they are far from a unanimous decision. But the judge has given them 3 options now: murder, manslaughter, or not guilty.
The red light outside the jury room went off around 5 p.m. But instead of a verdict or question, it was a request to retire for the night. The day started with both sides of the case getting a final chance to make one last pitch to the jury during closing arguments.
Amber Guyger spent her life trying to do the right thing.
But she is not a reasonable person. She was not thinking like a reasonable person that day.
Prosecutors argued that the former police officer ignored warnings that she was walking into the wrong apartment on the wrong floor and ignored police policy when she shot and killed Botham Jean, thinking he had broken into her apartment.
She became the aggressor. That's not self-defense.
But defense attorneys say prosecutors did nothing to dispel Guyger's account that the shooting was a mistake. They warned the jury not to dwell on the affair that Guyger had with her patrol partner or whether she tried to give Jean proper medical attention after she shot him.
Everything that they have done has been to try to distract you and trick you.
The state must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant did not make a mistake of fact constituting a defense. They can never overcome that burden in this case.
Guyger was able to offer the jury emotional testimony during the trial. Prosecutors reminded the jury that Botham Jean could not.
This is all I can bring in. Mr. Jean can't come into this courtroom and appeal to your sympathy or to your emotion. He's been reduced to a cardboard photograph.
That's one powerful moment of many this morning. So for the jury to convict Guyger of murder, they have to all agree that her actions were intentional. To convict her of manslaughter, they have to all agree that her actions were reckless. If they find her behavior was reasonable, they will acquit her. The jury will reconvene here at 8:30 in the morning when they enter a 6th hour behind closed doors. Live in Dallas, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
J.D., thank you very much. As we know, the case has been viewed by some as an example of police misconduct and touted as a rallying point for demonstrators and protesters against violence. Our Steve Pickett is live tonight with what many organized protesters, I know you spoke with personally, hope not to see. Tell us more.
Also, Doug, we should mention that we spoke with local authorities, getting indications from them of that they are indeed preparing for demonstrations and protests here in Dallas as a result of this case. As you know, last year there were street demonstrations calling for the arrest and indictment of Amber Guyger after the shooting of Botham Jean. But now we're seeing representatives from advocacy groups make public statements specifically today over what kind of possible demonstrations. In fact, urging people to honor the life of Botham Jean and keep any possible demonstrations civil and peaceful.
We ask that you be prayerful as you respond, seeking lessons, not lawlessness. We know that God is the final judge and God is the final jury.
If she's found not guilty, yes, there should be protests, but it should be dignified. It should be in a manner becoming Botham Jean's life.
Ms. Green, who has been part of previous police protests, protesting the Dallas Police Department on what she calls police brutality and unlawful shootings of citizens, says they are concerned that there are people out there who are rallying for public demonstrations that would not be civil based on what this jury comes back with. But again, as you heard that voice from her and the pastors as well, they say if there are to be protests in this city, they should reflect the honor and duty of Botham Jean's memory. Reporting live, Steve Pickett, CBS 11 News.
Steve, thanks, J.D. as well. So with that, we're on Verdict Watch. Stay with CBS 11 on air and online as the jury continues to deliberate. Again, they're done for the day. There'll be nothing this evening. First thing tomorrow, they're back at it. You can always find the latest developments at cbsdfw.com, also on our CBS DFW Facebook page.